tattoos or body art. This is something that I just kind of decided to talk to about. Wow, okay. Take two. What is this? What is two? What is that, really? Take two, body art or tattoos, however you want to define it. This is something I kind of just wanted to talk about because tattoos have become such a popular thing, and on occasion you have friends and either you have tattoos and they ask about them, or if you don't have any visible tattoos, you have friends that ask you like, do you have tattoos? If you do, what are they of and why? And if you don't, why not? Not like in a bad way, but like, why, you know, what makes you not have any tattoos? So just to get it out of the way, I don't have any tattoos. I don't have any tattoos. Why I don't have tattoos is because, see, when you get a tattoo, you really have to think about it. You really have to think about it. Of course, there are people that just get them like spur of the moment, but generally speaking, it's a choice that you wow, what happened to the voice there? Generally speaking though, anyone that has tattoos or anyone that's thinking about getting a tattoo or anything like that, anything of the sort, will tell you that it takes thought. It takes deep thought. I mean, I think when you have a tattoo, it takes anywhere from months to even years, a year, 2, 3 years, to actually decide and say, like, in a concrete mental way, to say, okay, this is what I want. I mean, I've personally known people that from the day that they kind of conceived the idea, like had the idea in their head that I think I want to get a tattoo, from that point to the actual day they actually get the tattoo, I've known people that actually wait years. And that's because the decision process is very it's a serious process. You have to look at design, you have to look at placement, size. There's a lot that goes into it. Like I said, I don't personally have tattoos, but I've known people that have tattoos, and I've sat down and I've talked to them. Like, you sit down and you talk to someone like you would any other conversation. You talk to a friend about it, and I mean, yeah, unless you're having one of those nights where you just go out with friends and get drunk and party, and then you get a tattoo in your friend's bedroom, and they don't really know what they're doing, but they just do it because they're doing it, which I have had friends that have got tattoos that way. But I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the more thought out ones, not just the spur of the moment ones. I'm talking about the like, you know, it's a thought process, like it really is, and it's one that I myself can't decide. There was one time about 2 or 3 years ago where the closest I've ever come to kind of possibly getting a tattoo. And I've talked about it in another video where I kind of opened up about the fact that I had a band before, or yeah, kind of ish, and my inspiration, where that came from, and this and that. I'll put that video down below. I'm not gonna go into that right now because that's the other video. But I partially, for like 10 seconds, I don't know exactly, but I partially went into it in that video because it kind of connected. But anyways, there was a time, did I say 2 or 3 years ago? No, I think it was, I don't know, a few years ago, where yeah, I was kind of thinking, I had an image, and that was the closest I came to. I didn't even say, yes, I want to get this. When I say that's the closest I came to making the decision, I didn't make a decision. Well, I mean, I made one ultimately. That was not to get it, but that was the closest I came to possibly getting a tattoo. And the reason I didn't was just because at the time, the tattoo that I had got, or that I wanted, not that I got, the tattoo that I wanted, it at that time, it meant so much to me. It meant a lot to me. But here's the thing that stopped me from getting the tattoo. See, when you get a tattoo, it's supposed to be obviously something memorable, something that means something to you, something that has a strong impact either on your life or something that has a deep meaning. And at that time, what I wanted to get did have a deep meaning. But then again, in a sense, it was something that had a deep meaning at that time. But see, obviously as a person, as people, we change. So today you might like whatever it may be. You may be really into it or really like a certain band or something. I don't know. I'm just for an example. But years down the line, even 6 months down the line, you may not love that band as much as you once did. Like, I'm not saying you're not gonna like it anymore, but you may not love it as much as you once did, or whatever the case may be. So the reason why I didn't get it is because my point is, I'm really like, it's hard for me to make a choice, and especially a choice like that sticks with you, that stays with you. That's a really hard decision to make, and that's why it can take people several months or even several years. I think several months is actually even could be depending on the person. Everyone's different, but I think months could even be a short amount of time, unless you're very sure that that's the tattoo you want and that you want to get a tattoo. Months can be a very short period of time. And another thing too is, if you have to ask someone, a tattoo, I think, is something that if you have to ask someone should I get this? Then I can understand asking for someone's opinion on what they think about it. But if you're kind of leaving the actual decision to someone else, like, do you think I should get it? Then I think that's when, you know, I mean, like, if you're not 100% sure yourself, because you're the one getting the tattoo, if you're not 100% sure yourself, then it may not be a good idea. Like, because if you have to ask someone else, that means you're kind of not really sure. Or then again, you may just need, or not really need, but you just might want their validity, like their kind of stamp of approval, like saying, do you think I should get this? If they say no, then you might feel like, okay, you know what, this is a bad idea. Or if they say yeah, you might feel like, okay, yeah, you know what, yeah, you're right, like, yeah, it's just, getting tattoos are a really important thing, and it's a decision that I was never really able to make, or like, not that I could never make it, but I just could never really find something that I really wanted to kind of just stamp on my skin and have it there eternally. That's just me. When I meet people with tattoos, you ask them what it is, what it's about, and yeah, it really is something that, like I said, people hold dear and close to their heart. In the end, it's just really like, I had that momentary maybe year. It was for a good year, maybe a year and a half, where I kind of contemplated, do I want to get a tattoo? And I thought so hard. I really did. I thought so hard, because I thought, okay, if I want a tattoo, if I'm gonna get this tattoo, I have to really want it. Like, really, like, it's not something to where just like I didn't want to just get it and be like, okay, yeah, I like it, because I think liking the tattoo isn't really enough, or wasn't, at least for me, wasn't enough to actually get it tattooed on me. So anyways, that was just me sharing my experience, or actually sharing why I don't have tattoos. I don't have any tattoos, and it's because I wasn't able to decide, well, like, if I actually wanted the tattoo or not. So I just decided, you know what, since I can't decide if I really want it or not, then I'm just not gonna get it. Well, anyways, that was just me sharing a little bit about myself and the fact that I don't have tattoos and why I don't have tattoos. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed me sharing that little bit of information with you, or whatever it was. And I'll see you tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Have a good night. Or morning, whenever you're watching this. Or whatever time it is when you watch this, a good afternoon.